Have you ever wondered how much it costs to keep all those extra police and border guards and immigration officials working to deal with the illegal immigration problem at Roxham Road? Yeah, me too. Today I have some of those numbers to show you. Sometimes you have to ask and beg the government for information, and sometimes they just give it to you. For example, if another news agency has asked for a piece of information, eventually it makes its way to something called a list of proactive releases, where you can pick up interesting tidbits of information that has already been released to someone else. That's how we came to have the data to show you about the additional policing, border, and immigration enforcement costs relating to illegal immigration. Here's what we can tell you now. Just at the Lacal, Quebec illegal border crossing at Roxham Road, up until November 2017, the influx of illegal immigration at the border had already cost $20 million just in extra labor costs. Here's the breakdown we just received from the federal government. At Roxham Road, nearly $8 million additional dollars at Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, $4.2 million in RCMP costs, and $7.7 million in Canada Border Service Agency's extra labor costs. And this is just at Roxham Road, and this is a 2-year-old total already. Okay, now let's look across the rest of the country. Again, these numbers are only up until November 2017. The RCMP spent $468,000 in labor hours dealing with illegal border crossers. The Canada Border Services Agency spent nearly $11 million. And for some unknown reason, which is very clearly contributing to the backlog in dealing with asylum seeker cases, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada had no additional labor costs to deal with everybody else illegally crossing the world's longest undefended border wherever they feel like. Across the rest of the country, not including Roxham Road, Canadians spent a total of nearly $11.4 million just to cover additional policing and enforcement costs attributed to the asylum seeker problem. In total, $31.3 million have been borne by the Canadian taxpayer for additional enforcement costs relating to the border crisis up until 2 years ago, 2017 numbers. These numbers have got to be astronomical now because, as we know, the amount of asylum seekers continues to rise under Justin Trudeau's government. 2/3 of those costs, nearly $20 million, are coming from one location at Roxham Road. What kind of big, beautiful wall do you think we could build at Roxham Road for half that much? That is, if we had a government actually interested in fixing the problem they helped create. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. At The Rebel, we do accountability journalism. We hold the government to account on behalf of the people. And that's why I'm being investigated by NDP holdovers in the Alberta government for writing a book that hurt Rachel Notley's feelings. To see the full story and to help support my legal battle against the Alberta government and for the free press, go to SaveSheila.com.